Hello, this is Rust and Magic. This is a follow-up video to the video about DAZ import. I ran into a problem and I thought I might warn you about it and think about it before you go forward. I haven't found a solution for this yet. If you remember, there's two ways to import FBX files into LightWave. You can use the motion modifier or the rotation order modifier, or you can bake the rotations. I recommended that you use the motion modifier because otherwise you have problems with the rotation axis. And that was not good. It causes some other problems that I just ran into. So let's have a look here. I'm working on a comic book, so it's not animations, this is just poses, but it's the same problem. It's just, this is just one frame instead of multiple frames, so it's kind of the same issue. So this is how I worked out before. I have the character and I use the rotation order modifier, as you can see here. That means I can rotate things normally. So otherwise, with baked rotations, it's a terrible mess. It doesn't move in the axis you think it would. So that causes problems. So this has been working fine so far. I can import poses, I can import animations, and so on. It's really no big deal. But keyframes. Let's have a look. So I have the character here, and I'm going to import a motion mixer clip, so to speak, and we're going to use that. I have a couple of hundred poses there, and I use one frame for each pose. That makes it easy to have them with some snapshots, screenshots of it. So here we have the scene, what it looks like. And here we have the character and bones and everything else. So I select the root item, and then I use the motion loader. And I go to the motions, and I find my saved motion file. Here I'm going to use match names instead of hierarchy, so it gets correct. It takes a little longer to import it, but hang on, it's going to be there in a second or two. Almost, yeah, there we are. Okay, so now you can see we have lots of keyframes, and if I drag here, we come up to frame 10, it starts to have motion move here. You can see the different poses I have saved. And everything is fine. The poses are there, it looks great. And in my case, I was going to copy keys to frame 0. So if you go to 557 here, press the F key and the frame to go to. And here we have the pose I want to use. So I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to select create keys at 0. That's where I want it. And I have selected the root item, so I select current item and descendants. And I press OK here. That should do it, right? No problem. Done. If I now press, we can see all the keys here. And I have copied this pose to 0. We can see the rotations here, 50, 56, 38. That looks okay. Okay, this is the left hip bone. If I now press F again and go to keyframe 0, it's all messed up. And that's because of the motion modifier, of course. When you paste in the keyframes, I assume this goes through the motion modifiers. And what I send through the motion modifier is the result of the motion modifier on the other keyframe, and that causes the issue. You can see some parts look okay, but almost everything have moved more or less. It's definitely not just the legs. You can see the arms are not correct either. I think it depends on the amount of pre-rotation that's causing the issues here, or actually the difference between the pre-rotation from the first one to the destination of the copy. Anyway, as you can see, it's not possible to copy keyframes here with motion modifiers. If I try the same thing and import the object using bake rotations instead, I can copy keyframes, so that works fine. But on the other hand, that makes it a terrible mess to try to post the character inside LightWave, because the rotation axes don't match up with the character itself. So I'm trying to figure out the best solution for this, but I don't have anyone yet. I just wanted to let you know this in case you're gonna try it, so you have been warned. I'm not sure if I can figure out a way to get this to work with motion modifiers. That would be the nicest, because then I can rotate it and I can post it manually in LightWave also without too much work. But it may not be possible. I'm not sure yet. I have to think about it and try a few things. I'll let you know how it goes. So yeah, that's it. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope to see you soon again.